This is the Heart of the Jungle podcast.
We're your hosts, the NRL Fanatic.
And Matty G from Speak Free.
This isn't just any West Tigers podcast.
No, this is for the most passionate,
The most diehard.
the most loyal West Tigers fans.
Welcome to the Heart of the Jungle.
Well, it was another magical day on the hill at Leichhardt Oval, the eighth wonder of the world. It was absolutely rocking as Tigers clocked up a lot of points against the Cowboys, 44 points to 16 to kick off our season. What a start, eh?
Yeah, it was a perfect start to our season. We pumped the Cowboys, who are I still think they're our biggest rivals. And yeah, scoring a lot of points. So there was a lot of cheering going on, a lot of noise just from the hill at the Heart of the Jungle under the scoreboard.
The place to be.
Yeah, and it was just a great day out. Perfect Saturday arvo. We waited a while to get that game, so to start our season like that, it was like the perfect start to our season, and hopefully we can continue that on the next few weeks.
The Tigers are fucking back, baby. Let's go.
Let's go.
Round 2, Leichhardt Oval, kick off our season. You couldn't have asked for a better start to the season, really, as a Tigers fan.
No.
It was brilliant.
Yeah, we literally played probably the perfect game for the most part. It was against an appalling Cowboys, to be fair. That try that Dewey scored really showcased how bad they were. Because that was maybe the worst defensive effort of the week. And then the worst attacking would probably be that Manly. You see that Manly clip? That was really bad.
Yeah, yes.
But
I did see that.
Cowboys were shocking as well. So yeah, I think we played really well. I'm happy with how we played, and I hope we continue over the next few weeks at least.
Yeah, look, at this stage, it's hard to see where we're really at in terms of the whole competition as a whole. But that's sort of a concern that will come later.
Yeah.
What I like to see is that the brand of footy we're playing.
Yeah.
Bench ball is officially here. Forget Bazball. Bench ball is what it's all about. In particular, I'll tell you a moment where I went, fuck, Benji has his DNA on this team. Like, I mean, fucking, he's seeding this team, for want of a better word. That scrum try, right? That set play from the scrum, that was Benji-esque to a T. Watch Benji highlights. To those younger fans that are listening, and you may have heard all the stories about Benji, but you may have not actually watched highlights. Please watch highlights, and you will see how many times he runs a set play from a scrum, and we score from it. I got so excited at that. That was like, like nostalgic as fuck for me.
Perfect.
Yeah, I thought it was brilliant. They tried it actually first, and they fucked it up. And then they nailed it the second time. Yeah. I think with Buller there, with his speed, to feed the scrum and to then wrap back around. I think that's just brilliant coaching. Yeah, it was awesome. I thought really strong performances all round. Jerome Luai had his best performance so far as a Tiger.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
He was unbelievable. He was so incredible. And really, really looks comfortable back in that number 6 jersey.
Yeah. I was quite critical of Luai last year, to be fair. I didn't think that he had on the field performances, I don't think he had given us what we were hoping last year at all. But off the field, he was definitely worth the money that we signed him on. But from what I saw last week in that Cowboys game, I'm hyped to see what he can do on the field this year.
Yeah. It's funny because, I went to that coach's night and they showed us quite a bit of the training sessions. They film every single session. And I saw how much eyes up footy he was playing in the opposition sessions. And, there's part of you that goes, okay, it's a training session. Like, it's maybe going to be different on game day or whatnot. Luai played exactly how he was training. And I mean, when he trains, he is like, when he's training, it's like he's playing a grand final. Like, he's that competitive,
Yeah.
And I think that's great to instill that in the boys. But to see that eyes up footy be played on Saturday by him, and he set up just so much. Every touch of the ball looked dangerous,
Yeah.
And he's really playing a brand of footy, and I guess the Tigers are following in that, the whole team, playing a brand of footy that really suits our identity as a club.
Yeah.
What this club was actually built on, that early 2000s, 2005, and then that early 2010s brand of footy, where it's just real high energy, sort of ad-lib footy, play it our way, don't bend to the rules or the trends of the game and which way they're flowing. Just play the game your way, and I think that's what makes Tigers the most exciting team to watch.
Yeah.
And it's not just Tigers fans saying that too. Dennis Kemp also said it on Bloke in a Bar this week, saying it was the most most exciting team he watched all weekend.
Yeah.
He was gripped from start to finish, and I think that's who we are as a club. And it's just about putting that consistently every week, for 80 minutes. And there was little parts that worried me. Better teams will make you pay a lot more for slacking off in that second half, like we did.
Yeah.
We're lucky to only come away with a couple tries there against us.
Yeah.
But a team like South on the weekend, it's going to be a lot harder. And if there's those sort of low energy points defensively, they will make us pay badly. So,
and we won't be scoring 44.
But it's also exactly. But it's also round 2, but our first game of the year. So I'm not too concerned about that so far. So the fact we're playing as good as we are already, it's quite amazing to me.
Yeah, I think the brand of footy that you're talking about, we've kind of always had it, but we always sucked at it until recently. So I'm glad to see that we're finally getting it working, and I think we're going to see a lot more of it this year.
Yeah,
which is good.
I think there's definitely been players that have come along that have tried to play that brand of footy. But I would say in our spoon years, we were playing a really boring brand of footy, a really predictable brand of footy. We were probably one of the most boring teams to watch, to be honest. And not just because we were getting flogged, but because it was actually it's very predictable. If you're defending against that, it's very easy to read. And I think now it's the complete opposite. Playing more like that 2010 sort of team,
which is good.
I mean, it goes without saying KPP, right?
What a debut.
What a fucking club debut.
Yeah.
My God. Absolute weapon, absolute legend of a bloke. So good to see him out there, happy, and what a try celebration as well. The Tigers fans, I thought that was awesome. Leichhardt was fucking rocking when he went over.
Yeah, especially that I filmed a clip that we posted and it did really well.
Shout out Lockie Haywood.
Yeah, he KPB had already scored one, and he was about, and Lockie was saying, KBP, I need you for 2. I've got you for 2, as in 2 or more tries. And literally as he said it, KPP scores, and we absolutely go ballistic on the hill. It was
the most perfect timing. They actually mentioned it on what did they mention it on? Was it Bloke?
Was it? Because I saw Guru and Hello Sport put my video on their stories, and then Roasty also reposted the
They either
video.
mentioned it. Oh, no, sorry. That's what they mentioned. It was mentioned on Win, Learn or Draw, actually.
Oh, okay.
But Guru was the co-host, so he mentioned it, and then
I haven't even seen this clip, so I need to watch that.
Yeah, you need to watch that for sure. And then Hemi said, NRL Fanatic friend of the show.
Wait, actually? Oh, yeah. I didn't even know I had to share. What the hell? Okay, I definitely need to watch that.
Yeah, you got to shout out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, absolute legend. I know they said my name on the last week as well, on the leading up to the Leichhardt game, and I was like, damn, did I just hear? I was just listening as a fan,
Yeah.
And then when I heard my name, they're like, we got the Matty G's of the world, we got the Lockie Pringles of the world. I was like,
damn.
It's pretty cool.
So KPP, he's already bought into the club. He's gonna be outstanding this year. I can already tell.
Oh yeah.
He's a smoky for signing of the year in the entire comp.
100%.
Yeah.
In my opinion, if he keeps up good form all year, the thing about him in the Tigers compared to him in other clubs is that we're actually going to allow him to really play his style of footy, and to have those big moments.
Yeah.
I think he could walk away potentially as Dally M, as one of the Dally M back rows of the year. Yeah.
I could see it because I said it all off season that he was always playing on the edge that he didn't like at the Knights.
Yeah.
And he was always going to come here and play on the edge he wants, and we're actually going to give him the space he needs, do what he needs to do to flourish, because he's a great player, but Knights weren't using him right.
Yeah.
So,
and I think also to that point, I think just a new environment is really good for some people. He's obviously a lot happier. He feels a stronger connection to the boys at our club compared to, not to say he's not good friends with the boys, but I mean, as a playing connection, on field connection. He obviously, he's thriving. I mean, it's been one game, but so far it looks like he's going to thrive in that Tigers system. Compared to that Newcastle system. So, yeah, I'm very excited. Look, I thought we were brilliant. I thought we were actually brilliant on the weekend.
Except for that little bit we fell asleep a bit.
Yeah, but look, in the past, we'd let that eat at us and we'd be chasing our tails and we'd be playing like we were losing.
Yeah.
And I think they just calmed down. They got back to their game plan and they waited for their moments. And we got those moments and we iced the game and it was all over. I'm super happy. I'm really, really happy with our performance.
Yeah, me too. I thought it was one of our better performances over the last few years as well. Like, I don't think we've played that well in a while throughout most of the entire game. So, yeah, I'm really happy with how we played the entire game.
Yeah, another thing is, like, big moments, right? And these big games. And I know, like, okay, for most clubs, a normal round 1 clash or round 2 clash is not that big a game. But it's a sold-out Leichhardt. It was the most people there since 2019.
Yeah, wow. Was that the game that was? Yeah,
we're not going to talk about that game. Fuck that game. But yeah,
G-Train.
But I have not seen it that packed, so I don't know if capacity's been increased for this year or something. Maybe that's what I've heard some comments say. So I'd like to get clarification on that because it was a sellout last year and there was nowhere near as many people there last year as there was on Saturday. Yeah.
Maybe the seats weren't empty and people just wanted to join us on the hill.
Maybe the hill just looked too fun.
The hill was
absolutely packed. I was seeing people's stories. They were like right up the back, like past the scoreboard, like on that, like up against the fence sort of thing.
Yeah, with like restricted view.
Yeah, like the most restricted view. Like literally can't see fucking anything, not even the screen.
Yeah.
But that's Leichhardt, we love it. But to have those big games, where there's a lot riding on it, and I think starting our season well this year, there was a lot riding on that, because I think it sets the tone for the year, and yeah, I'm a big believer in that because I think last year, what was it, 8-6? It was a terrible game at Newcastle. At Campbelltown against Newcastle.
His foot was on the line, by the way. I still think his foot was on the line.
So do I actually. But that was, I know we only lost by 2, but then you look back on it, it was like, well, we should have won that one. And that was the sort of vibe of the season, I think.
Yeah.
And I think to start, to go out there and there's obviously a lot of emotion at Leichhardt, just like there always is, but especially against the Cowboys, especially after last year, and to come out and not only beat them, but absolutely flog them.
Yeah.
I think it really sets a new tone for we are a changed team. Watch us because we are going to shock you.
Yeah.
And you know what? If everyone wants to keep doubting us, please do. I fucking love it. I love it because we got nothing to lose. If you keep doubting us, we got nothing to lose.
The players will love it too.
Yeah.
Getting doubted. You think Luai doesn't like getting doubted?
Oh, mate. He's like, he loves being an underdog. He loves that shit. So, yeah, I'm super, super happy. Might go into our 3-2-1s now, hey, and start the Jungle MVP leaderboard for the year.
Jungle MVP. We're going to be doing our 3-2-1s every single week to get our Jungle MVP Player of the Year by the end of the year. I did this 3-2-1 thing with Pick of Tigers each day till finals last year, but I think it suits the potty. So, who have you got for your 3 points?
I think it goes without saying. Probably his best performance in Tigers colours. Thought he controlled the game really well. Set up basically everything. Set up a try for himself. My man, my dog, Jerome Luai.
Yeah, I've got Jerome Luai as my 3 as well. We have a unanimous 3, and I think we have a unanimous 2 as well.
Yeah.
Mr. Kai Pearce-Paul, club debut, scores a double. I think he's the first Tigers forward to score a double on the club debut. and I think the 4th player to score a double on club debut.
Yeah, wow.
So yeah, he absolutely killed it. And I'm looking forward to seeing what he comes up with for the rest of the year.
Yeah, he's a weapon. He's our new Gareth Ellis.
Yes,
100%.
Now the number ones are quite tricky for our 1-pointers. Who have you got?
I tossed up this one a little bit. I'm gonna go just because I thought he had a lot of people doubting him, or not doubting him, but questioning the decision for him to play in this role. And I thought he just handled the game really well, handled the role really well. I think we're a better team with him in this position, and that man is Adam Dewey.
Yeah,
in halfback.
I was also deliberating between a few people. Dewey was one of them. Samuel Afinu was one of them. Alex Twa was one of them. But I'm actually going to go Gerald Skelton as my 1 point. He came on, had like 220 meters, like 8 tackle breaks or 6 tackle breaks. Scored a try and 8 tackle breaks, 2 line breaks, and an offload. So I thought he came on and did his job really well. So coming off the bench as well. So Skelton's my number 1. But I was tossing up between a few other players.
Especially coming off the bench, probably in a position where he probably thought he wasn't going to get a go.
Yeah.
But that's why we've got that 6-man bench there now. And yeah, I thought he really impressed. Especially he's been dealing with a little bit of injury himself, I think.
Yeah.
In the off season, and yeah, he came on and just not only did his job, but excelled. So yeah, hats off to him. I think that's very deserving of that 1 point. This next segment is called From the Heart, a new segment we're going to be doing every week. We want you guys to send in your messages, voice notes, questions, favorite memories, whatever you want to send in. Send us memes. I don't care what you send us. Just send us stuff. We had a few of you send stuff in over this, the last couple of days. So we'll get into that. Most of them are questions, really, aren't they?
Yeah.
At the moment. But I want to see variety, guys. I know. Come on, guys. Like,
Get creative.
Get creative.
Make art.
Yeah, we want to be entertained by you the same way you're entertained by us. You know what I'm saying? You're part of this.
Okay, so we'll read out this first one. This first one's from the GOAT, Silly Sania. If you haven't checked him out on Insta or TikTok, do that. He said, if you could take any Bunnies player and have them on the Tigers, who would it be? I've got an answer.
All right, you go first because I'm thinking it.
I would say, even though he's not even a Rabbitoh at the moment, I'm taking Payne Haas. Like, he is easily the best forward in the comp. He has been since he debuted. And if we had him in the middle, him and Terrell May starting, and then having boppers like Pole and Twal and Bunty and all that coming on, Sione, we would be unstoppable if we had Payne Haas. So I would love to have Payne Haas in our side.
God, I'm trying to think. Let me look at South's current squad, actually. Sometimes I have a mind blank. We do film this at night, guys. Yeah. And Matty G's been awake since 4 a.m. So
we spent an hour trying to figure out audio.
It's literally, it's fucking. It hasn't been smooth sailing. As much as it looks good on there, it ain't too smooth sailing. But we try our best. It will get smoother. Don't worry. Okay, so I'm just gonna go off team list from this week. Obviously,
works.
Okay. Obviously, there's a lot of good players there.
Yeah, they have big names.
Big names. You know what? Because we're missing a really solid, all and out lock. I'd have to go Cam Murray.
Yeah,
and plus, sexy as fuck. He's a good looking rooster.
Yeah,
he'd look good in a Tigers jersey. That's for sure.
Oh. Mort would be devastating because he's his favorite player.
Is that his favorite player?
Yeah.
Wow.
We did a pack opening stream. We'll open packs later, but we did a pack opening stream, and he had the entire. He was missing 15 cards from the entire common set, and then he had to buy a whole brand new box, and then he opened 35 packs. No Cam Murray, and he was only missing 6 players, and then all 6 players came in that last pack, including Latu Fainu. But I shuffled the cards a bit, so Cam Murray was the very last card, and he had no idea. until it
Oh.
was Camaro on the very last card of the very last pack of his second box, because he was like, if I have to buy another box just to finish the common set of
Run
these
him
new
broke.
cards, he would have been furious. So it was kind of cool how it ended up being the very last pack had the final 6 cards he was missing.
Yeah, wow. That is that's cinema right there.
Yeah.
That's cinema.
Yeah, Camaro is a great shout.
We'll get into
Second question.
Yes, this is sent in by Isaac Bale. Shout out, my boy. He was rocking his 8th Wonder tee, which are restocked right now, guys. They're restocked. It's a pre-order because I just want to see how many people are still keen on them before I put the order through. But the pre-order will be running for a week. So get your orders in before the 25th of March. speakfree.com.au/shop. You'll find them on there. But yeah, they're clean as. So yeah, shout out to the Bale brothers, both wearing them on the hill. Legends, plus a few others I saw wearing them on the hill, wearing the hats.
I saw quite a few of them, to be fair.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool moment for me. So thank you all for that.
Let's pack out the hill with them, though.
Yeah.
By the end of the year, I want to see half the hill wearing 8th Wonder, either hats, shirts.
I think I'll do something special for maybe the last game.
Very cool.
8th Wonder tee, but it'll be, think maybe Alex Johnson, gold number 2, that sort of vibe, like something classy about it, something nice. Maybe the date, the game. I don't know. It's the last time we'll play there in its current state. So
at the last Leichhardt one, yeah. That'd be cool.
It's going to look a lot different when we come back, but at least the hill won't look different. So, all right. Isaac asked, why is Leichhardt Oval so special? Well, I think I summed it up a little bit there, but I could talk Leichhardt Oval all day long. The reason it's special is because it feels like you're going back in time.
Yeah.
When you walk into that place in a good way. It's so nostalgic, yet also so current.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. You feel like you're watching a team of the past, but you feel as though you're there in the present. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Kind of.
It feels like you're watching a legendary moment.
Oh, yeah.
The same way people would have felt watching, Wayne Pearce there or watching Keith Barnes there. Everything feels like a moment at Leichhardt. And it's the crowd, it's the hill, it's the energy, it's the manual scoreboard. It's the culture. It's just culture. That's what it is. It's culture. And culture can't be erased. That's what I really love about it. You can take as many games away from there as you want. You can shut it down during, COVID times, and you'd had people watching from the roof while no one was allowed in, those sort of things. But when we're all allowed back in there, no matter where we're coming on the ladder, when it's a packed out hill, and we're watching our Tigers play, mate, that's just culture. That's culture, and just the little things, turning around and putting our hands up to the scoreboard and, and just, beer cans getting thrown in the air. The people afterwards, after that full-time siren goes, and the amount of people that are still there and they're all just partying together and celebrating together. No one's in a rush. Some people are, obviously. They want to beat the traffic and that. But there's so many that just want to stick around and just celebrate that win. And I think it just takes us back to, I guess, a time where, I guess, you had more time to really enjoy things. And I think people savor it more than they do other places and other games and other grounds. So that's why, to me, in a very long-winded way, it's the greatest place on earth. It's the greatest fucking place on earth. That's it.
That brought a tear to my eye. But I Leichhardt, do you think that it'll keep that same presence after it's been upgraded?
Yeah, because it's the culture that does it.
I that's what I love. I love just the atmosphere. That's my favorite part. Whether you're on the hill, even when I was going on the ends, I could still feel the atmosphere. You feel close. You feel close to the game, even if you can't see half of it. I love Leichhardt. And we only play there a few times a year. We don't play I would love to play there more. And I think once we get it upgraded, I think we will. But
Yeah, maybe.
yeah,
We might not. There's a chance we might not.
Yeah,
So please be
probably.
aware of that, Tigers fans, before you
Yeah.
get crazy.
I feel like we should though. Like if we've got
Look, I don't know if it'll stay at 3. I think we'll probably maybe increase to 4 or 5.
yeah, I think 5.
But it'll probably most likely be around the 4. I
Yeah.
reckon.
I still think we'll keep the 3 home grounds. Whether that's a good thing or not, I don't think so.
Oh no, I don't think we will.
You don't think so?
Not after Campbelltown's done. No.
So we're playing most at Campbelltown, but still some at Leichhardt. Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
correct.
Yeah, I have no sources.
That's the plan at the moment, anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have no. I had no knowledge. Yeah, I just love Leichhardt. Going out there. It's a trek compared to a Campbelltown game for me, but it's always worth it. And like even if it's not a sunny Sunday arvo, it could be a rainy Thursday night. We get a big win, and then it's like people are sliding down the hill in the mud and like drunk. That's like crazy stuff happens at Leichhardt, and I absolutely love it. I adore it. That's why Leichhardt's special.
Speaking of Thursday nights, I mean, our fans, they're coming out of the woodworks. I ask you, I urge you, if you're watching this at home, jump on Ticket Tech right now. Go to Tigers vs Canberra, right? See how many seats are already fucking sold. It'll blow your fucking mind.
Wow.
It'll blow your mind. That is going to be a big crowd.
Yeah.
It's going to be a big
gonna
crowd.
massive.
If we are flying and we're in the 8, I'm telling you right now, they're getting another 17,000 there on a fucking Thursday night.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. And I can't wait.
It's gonna be goated.
Also, I feel the Dragons boys are coming that day too.
Oof.
JC, Julian.
Damn.
I think they've both
Gonna be a
told me they're
hectic
coming
flood.
because I think the other 2 Leichhardt games link up with Dragons games, like clash.
Yeah.
So it sucks because they love it, obviously, especially JC. So that Thursday night's going to be a big one. Let's fill the hill. Get your tickets now if you don't have a membership.
Yeah. Thank God I got one because I would probably forget and then stress. All right, we'll get to this third question. This one comes in from Pick of Tigers each day till finals on Instagram. I gotta find it. Okay. Are you worried about Luke's height having to come up against Campbell Graham? That is a big talking point about our team lists going into this Rabbitohs game. Having such short wingers.
Who's on Luke's side next to him? Hamasi?
Yeah.
Massey's got him covered. Don't worry. Massey can cover 2 blokes at once. Who gives a fuck?
is a height problem of just like under the high ball wingers.
Yeah.
That's
of course. There's
scary.
going to be
Yes, it is, Macca.
yeah, there's going to look, obviously that's always a worry,
Yeah.
But I think if you time your jump properly, and then you have the boys there ready in case anything happens. I think it's all about just coverage defense and to be ready for those moments and to just be more prepared. To have Macassini there and your I'm not sure who's on his edge.
As in our Tigers edge.
Yeah, on that side. Anyway, those boys, they'll slide over. Look, if anything happens in the air and Luke, fumbles the ball or whatever, and they get it back, I'm sure we have
We'll scramble.
Yeah, we have the scramble.
We'll scramble.
We have really good scramble defense. Actually, I'm
what we
actually
do.
very impressed.
Yeah.
So we'll just bundle them over the fucking sideline anyway, and
Yep.
if we got to defend our line, we'll do it. So I'm not worried. I'm not worried.
I'm not too stressed, but it is a concern
Yeah.
that we need to. They might target, but we got it covered.
Yeah.
We got a new game this week. It is Start Bench Cut. We had the guest the player last week, and now we're moving on to a different game. We're going to be doing different games every single week. So Start Bench Cut, we are going to name 3 things in a category, and the other person's going to have to choose 1 to start, 1 to bench, and 1 to cut.
Yeah. We all know. Fuck, marry, kill. Obviously, we don't want to do that with our Tigers boys. Look, I don't want to kill anyone.
Yeah,
The other two,
absolutely not.
other 2 things up for debate. Up for debate. There's some good lookers in the team. You know what I'm saying? First category is home grounds. Now we've got 3, so that leaves Leichhardt, Campbelltown, Combank. Tell me which ones. What one would you start? What one would you bench? What one would you cut?
Pretty simple one to start with. I'm obviously starting Leichhardt. Like that is the super obvious one there. We've talked at length about Leichhardt in this potty. Benching and cutting Campbelltown and Combank isn't as easy as I feel like it should be for me, because I'm in the minority that actually kind of likes Combank. Like when they introduced the hill, I actually loved it. Like the game we played against the Bulldogs, I loved that. And Campbelltown, we have such a bad record at. But as a Campbelltown boy, I just can't cut Campbelltown. So I'm going to bench Campbelltown. I'm going to cut Combank.
So you don't want the club to make any money then? No, I'm really fucking.
No, we got to have our junior base seeing us playing at Campbelltown, and because that's where most of our juniors should be coming from, Campbelltown.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm gonna bench Campbelltown.
I agree. I agree with your decisions there. And you know what? When they both get done up, we'll be making plenty of money with all the new corporate facilities anyway. So it makes sense. And we can finally fuck off Combank.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you one now.
All right.
Now, this is something that I've always struggled to pick. When I look at the all-time Tigers team, I'm talking about the wingers. So I'm gonna name you 3 people, and you start bench cut one of these. David Nofaluma, Pat Richards, Taniela Tuiaki.
This is actually a fucking hard one. 3 players, I obviously. Well, 2 players I absolutely love. One I loved, with a D on the end. But I'm gonna go off skill set.
Okay.
So that's the reason I'm gonna start Pat Richards.
Yeah, I think he was
because he can kick goals. He can kick field goals. He's just so talented. Iconic moments as well. He's still around the club. I see him all the time. He follows my potty as well.
Even his little comeback in 2014, 2015
it was
special.
It was
that
the best.
Was so good. I love that.
So yeah, I'd start him.
Now this is where I think it's a bit trickier.
It is a bit trickier. You've got our all-time leading try scorer in David Nofaluma, or you've got quite possibly. You know what? I just can't do it. I've got to cut Noffa.
Okay.
I've got to cut Noffa just because of how things went.
Yeah.
I've got to cut him. And also, yes, he's our leading try scorer. Yes, he was great. There was also some moments he was actually fucking shit as well.
Very true.
And so I think that needs to come into it. Whereas Taniela Tuiaki, my God, if he had a full career, I think we could be talking about him being the record holder.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we could be storming the field, and it's Tigers fans storming the field instead of South fans.
That would have been special.
So I do think he's that good.
I will talk on Noffa's behalf here. Taniela only played the 3 years. How many years did he play? 3?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Noffa probably played close to a decade.
Of course.
Scored 100 tries. To Tuiaki's probably like 20. And Noffa, like he was a Dalian Winger of the Year. He should have played Origin that 1 year. He is our top try scorer. He had the longevity.
Oh my God, sorry, bro. I'm not. I had to cut one of the fucking.
I know.
Guns.
I'm not saying Noffa should be above Tuiaki necessarily, but if you're talking an all-time team, yes, he's tarnished his how we've look at him, but does that exclude?
No, of course not. Just in this game, it does.
Yeah. So who would you actually put in the all-time team? Noffa, or would you put Tuiaki? Because I feel like that's quite tricky. I don't know who I would do. I still don't have.
I'd probably have to put. I'd probably bring maybe Noffa in, but I'd probably give Taniela a bench spot. I reckon.
Taniela a bench spot.
Yeah. Well, okay. I think he was such a big body that he could have actually played elsewhere as well. So, especially later on in his career.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But it's always like what could have been. You don't know what's going to happen. Could have ended up leaving us after, one more year or something, anything could have happened. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They like to steal our players. All right. So my next category, obviously another great position at the club.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2, and when we're doing this, we're doing West Tigers, by the way, not looking any further. But 2 obviously obvious choices come to mind to name here. And then the third one, I'm just gonna Yeah, it's a bit hard. But we're going to do hookers.
Okay.
Obviously, we got Robbie Farah.
Mhm.
We got our captain, our current captain, one of the current captains, Abby Coruscant.
Mhm.
And then, we've had a few fill-in hookers here and there.
Jacob Little.
Yeah,
I love Jacob Little.
Yeah, look, he was there for a while, but I think because of just the hype that it had around it, and what he's gone on to do, I'm gonna go Harry Grant as that as that third choice.
Harry Grant in 2020 was special. He was literally like maybe our only shining light the entire year. I feel like this is pretty obvious. I would go Robbie, start, bench, Appy, cut, Harry Grant. But I have another question that I'm not sure where I sit about Appy Coruscant. If you were to have a 14 in the all-time team, would you put Appy there, or would you put Teddy / Hodjo there? Or would you put Adam Dewey there in terms of what they've done for the club?
Fuck.
So
That's
who
a
would
really
who
good
would,
question.
Would you have Hodjo or Teddy at fullback, or Buller? No.
I couldn't put Buller there yet.
No, not yet.
Probably Hodjo because he's our premiership winner.
Okay. So would you, at 14, would you put Teddy, Appy, or Adam Dewey?
Can we have a 6-man bench, please?
No. If you had only one utility and then 3 forwards can fill up the other 3. But if you had one utility...
Well, if I'm choosing it as a utility, I'd probably go Dewey over anyone else.
But if you were to build your all-time team and you only had one space for one back, like, they don't have to be put on the bench as a utility necessarily. But, like...
So as a back now?
No, as in, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, who's just the better player at the Tigers?
Yeah.
All the time out of them 3.
Look,
Teddy, Appy, Dewey.
Obviously Teddy was, he's amazing. But if we're gonna go on what they've done for the Tigers, Teddy did a lot for us too.
Yeah.
I'd probably have to go Appy, I reckon.
Appy.
He's just so creative. He's so quick. And I just think he creates so much out of that dummy half role. He's how many ankles has he broken just from like just from his own little like scoots. He's I'd probably have to go Appy, I reckon.
Okay, I do think Appy had a quieter year last year compared to the year before. Just because he had to do less, like he had more people around him to to stand up and do stuff. But like Appy when he first came in was like he was our shining light then. I do think Dewey's tricky because he's been out for a while of just injuries and stuff. But when he's been on the field, I think I might go Dewey. I think I would put Dewey at my 14 just because like what he's done when he's been on the field, he's always been one of our better players, even back in like 2022. I remember that Broncos game we played at Suncorp. He was that guy. He was that guy we had then. And then since coming back from at that Raiders game at Campbelltown, Dewey's been one of our best players as well. So I think I would lean towards Dewey, to be honest. But it is very tight.
Look, I'd be happy with either of them. You know how much I love Dewey. I think he's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So you're.
I've got one more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cult heroes. Think of when people think of just like the cult hero guy that everyone loves at the club. Alex Twile, Aaron Woods, Keith Galloway.
This is a hard one. I'm gonna probably start Keith Galloway.
Okay.
I love Big Keefy. Shout out. That's my dog. Big Red. And then I love Twile. He's so solid. He's just solid guy. But Woodsy was New South Wales representative. Kangaroos as well.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Look, I know, like, yeah, he was part of that whole fucking, debacle with the big four. The big four.
Kept Luke Brooks.
But I think Woodsy, like, he dead set, like, loves it. I mean, he's from Leichhardt. He loves that area. Lives and breathes it. And I just think, give me a few years and I might change my opinion. But going off what they achieved while at the club at this point in time, I probably have to ban Sharon Woods and cut Twali. I fucking love Twali.
I would look at it in terms of, because I'm not looking at what they did at the club on the field or whatever. I'm talking more how much they're loved.
Oh,
and like, as you know what I mean, as a cult
hero. Yeah. Oh, well, fuck. Nah. Well, fuck. Yeah, that changes my mind then. Yeah. I'd probably have to cut Aaron Woods then.
Okay. But
I'd probably even start Twali and bench Keith.
Because they were the two that I was really tossing up between. Like, Woodsy was always the cut for me. It was who's more of a cult hero guy in terms of our club's history, Galloway, Keefe, or Twali, having the try drought and everything, or just Big Keefe. Like, them two are the two that I was really tossing up between.
Well, yeah, I think it depends when you were born as well. For me, like, there's no better memory from a TV perspective than watching Rabs and especially Gus.
Go, Keith.
Yeah, Gus standing in the box and,
sit down.
Go, Keefe, sit down, you idiot. Yeah. I think it's just there. That was definitely cult hero for me. But I think now with the way the fans got behind Twali when he scored his first try, and just so many things, like and
just the build up when he would come close, when Twali would come close, the build up to that first try was special. Yeah,
and I think he's brought in a bit of that Lebanese sort of community. I know Farrah obviously did that very well as well,
and then Dewey,
but I think Twali sort of has really brought that into the club, and I think it's a huge positive. It's great for culture. So
even like the clips on Fox League where he didn't know the team song, and
so many good things
for a couple of years. So comment below what your answers to the home grounds, the all-time wingers, the Tigers hookers, the all-time utility, like who you'd put at 14 between Teddy, Appy, and Dewey. And the Cole Heroes. Comment below what you would do, because there's a lot of good talking points there, and I feel like not all of those are very set in stone. So,
and if you also want to do a fuck, marry, kill for them too,
that could work.
Go ahead.
Maybe even comment below some start bench cuts
by all means,
and we might do those in the future as well.
All right, last week we brought you the segment Beyond the Jungle. Talking about news around the league outside of the Tigers. But this week, we're also going to do Within the Jungle, some news going on within our club. Big news out of the game on the weekend. Taylor May, unfortunately, out with a shoulder injury. Yeah. He's set to miss 5 weeks. Look, it's a huge loss. We know how talented he is. But one thing I will say this year is that we actually have a really good amount of depth, which was evident with Jarrell coming on and killing it. And Jarrell has been named in that centre position. Yeah, but I think it might be likely he might end up on the wing, and Taruva might come into that centre position again, which is actually what happened on the weekend. So, I believe anyway. I think that's what happened. Yeah. I think Sania came into
because having both Toa and May out they're our starting centers, so it is a bit of a loss, and we can't move Dewey there or anything because Larchu's still out.
Well, exactly, and but it does give Massey obviously a massive opportunity to play in that center role. And
be our main center. Not just like the other one.
I think he will still end up on the wing though in time.
Macau.
I think that's where they want to play him.
Oh yeah.
But obviously, So look, all the best to Taylor. I hope it's a quick recovery and we get you back sooner. But obviously, I don't want to rush him back either.
Yeah, no.
I want him there at the tail end of the season. and in those big, must-win games.
Especially that grand final that we're going to be playing in.
Exactly. You better be right to go October 4th, brother.
The big news coming from off the field, Adam Dewey re-signs till 2029.
Yes. Did not see this one coming because he just signed a new contract not too long ago. And he wanted to extend. My only question with it now is, where does it leave Latu? And does Latu start looking elsewhere?
Potentially.
There's a question mark on
that.
And
if Latu leaves, does Sione and Samuela want to stay?
That's
another thing.
Those are the questions we've got to ask. But you know what? Dewey deserves it. He's killed it. He's stuck by us. We've stuck by him. I think there's a mutual loyalty there. And it's great to see, him repay us and us repay him with a new contract. So, all the best to him, and happy as.
I think that coming after Sione re-signing and Twa re-signing like just last month or so, hopefully that leads towards Villas re-signing. That's like what I'm hoping this is leading to. Just like locking down the big players that we need to lock down, which I really love from the club, and that we're getting it done early because usually we
it also sorts out salary cap a little bit too, so allows a little bit more wiggle room with certain marquee signings and
The other big signing news, we signed Shaylee Bent to our NRLW squad on a 2-year deal.
Shaylee Bent, welcome to the club. Very marketable player is what I'll say. I think at the end of the day, we want more eyes on NRLW, and we want more talent in our team because we really struggled. And she brings both. So I think it's a great signing.
And another thing, we signed Racine McGregor in the off-season, who won the Dally M 2 years ago or 3 years ago. Yeah. So we've finally got some names coming, which is good.
And honestly, really good coach. We had at that coach's night as well. We had a talk with the head of women's football operations, I believe that's her role, and also the new coach. I'm actually pretty impressed. Like, considering the women don't actually have a very long preseason, the amount of work they're already doing at the club, even though it's not official preseason. The amount of work they're actually doing already, and getting their bodies right and getting fit, and they're looking good. So I think we'll have a better year this year.
Thank God, because I remember when the Tigers first got brought into the NRLW, and I think Tigers had just gotten their spoon, or it was just because we'd been missing finals this whole time. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe if the men can't do it, maybe the women can do it. And then they're worse. So, and like the girls loved Noddy, but he was hopeless. Yeah, he got them like 5 wins in 3 years. Like, that is atrocious. Yeah, they went on a 14-game losing streak. In the first 16 games. They won their first 2, lost 14 in a row before they won their next 2. And then I think last year they only won 1 game. So it has been rough if you want to get behind the Tigers and NRLW girls. But with Shaylee Bent and Racine McGregor coming to the squad, we've kept Kezi and Togatuki and Christian Pio and names like that. So I think that it might finally turn around, which thank God, because it's been 3 years, and we've had nothing to be excited about at all.
I think there is I think the changes made at the club is really putting emphasis on the women's game, and sort of seeing it, treating them, I guess, as professionally as the men, and I think that was what was missing sort of in the past. So now there's better programs, just better coaching, better physio, better everything. So I think we'll do all right. I really do.
Looking up for both the men and the women. How good?
100%.
Another big rumor coming. We might be set to sign Bronson Sherry. We're really looking at him after his fallout with the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I don't know the full story behind what's going on, and we probably never will at a Gosford run club. That man
never talked to him.
That man couldn't lie straight in fucking bed. Yeah, never met Galvin. Yeah, righto. All good. But yeah, it's an interesting thing. I don't mind either way, really. If we get him or not. Obviously, with Taylor out, does that, do we bring him in just to cover that sort of but it's only 5 weeks.
Yeah.
I can't imagine us signing him on a long-term deal, considering how many outside backs we've already got and how many we're trying to keep.
If we could get him for the rest of the year, though, I'd be.
Yeah, look, it's great depth to have. If we need him, we need him. If we don't, we don't. But and if they're looking at him, Benji's obviously very involved with that.
Yeah.
And I have full faith in Benji. So yeah.
You might have. I don't know if it's a well-known rumor or if you've got a bit of exclusive about Vegas.
This is the Para, whatever podcast it was, Para Talks,
Talking Para
podcast, maybe,
or Para Cave,
one of the two.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fucking shoot me if I'm wrong. It was one of yours, but anyway, announced that. Well, it was actually, I think it was the Para CEO, or maybe Dolphin CEO was on Fox,
mm-hmm.
and talked that they're versing Para over in Vegas. Now, that left me thinking, well, the other two teams that are very heavily rumoured to go...
Storm and Titans.
Storm and Tigers. Well,
oh, I thought you meant...
Yeah, sorry. Storm and West Tigers are the two teams heavily rumoured to be the ones going. There was debate early on if it was Dolphins or Titans going, but then Dolphins came out and said that. So I was like, well, that means it must be Tigers and Melbourne, and which worried me for a bit. But what worries me more is that I heard Guru today on a couple of podcasts saying that he has heard that West Tigers might be the team that's going to miss out, and they might want to do an all Queensland game over there.
Okay.
So Dolphins versus Gold Coast Titans, which is fucking ridiculous to me.
Yeah, that sounds very...
What do you want? 3 people to fucking travel on a plane from the Gold Coast? Fuck me dead. Seriously. If the NRL does it, I will fucking rage quit,
Yeah.
Like, I will fucking rage quit.
You've been waiting for 3 years.
Fuck me dead. All I want is Vegas, cunt. Fuck me
Vegas
dead.
hasn't been on the front of my mind because I am broke, but I know you and...
Go to a bank, brother. Get a loan. Don't miss
Yeah,
out. Get a loan.
It's got to be like a must-do experience, but yeah, I think...
If we miss out on Vegas, watch the fuck out NRL is all I'll say.
Generational crash out on
yeah,
the potty.
Yeah, I'll have a BPD fucking crash out, lad. Don't worry about it. I'll stop taking my meds.
Oh, no. But I do think, like, I don't understand taking rivalries there. Like, I wouldn't want to play Para there. That sounds stupid.
But also,
to me.
since when are Dolphins and fucking Gold Coast a rivalry?
Yeah, Dolphins
anyway?
and Titans.
No one gives a fuck about the Gold Coast Titans.
You'd want, like, if you're an American and you've got...
Yeah, they're like, what team are you sending over? Oh, the team that's come fucking nearly bottom of the table the last fucking 10 years. Like,
I mean,
with no fans.
We can't talk, but we are on the way up.
Yeah, and we're more exciting too.
Yeah, Titans are just... Yeah. Like, for a sec, I thought you were going to say that we might verse Titans, like if there was a world that would verse Titans, and then I just got traumatic flashbacks to that game in 2022. Like,
I'd be more scared of versus Melbourne, to be honest.
I know. Like, I'd get the win, but like... I just the thought of headlining Vegas, Tigers, Titans, that would be...
I'm going to go on the assumption that Guru has heard it from a couple of people and those people are wrong. I'm not going to say Guru's wrong because Guru knows what he's talking about, but I'm going to go on the assumption that the other people are wrong, and I still have full faith that we will be... I mean, why would a Dolphins CEO go on Fox?
Yeah.
And say they're going to verse Para?
Yeah. So
if it wasn't locked in,
that's pretty much going to happen. It's just we go over.
But in saying that, there's been a lot of people that have said things are locked in and they're not. So
imagine what if it's Storm and Titans and then we still miss out and they surely not. Like we're like you had Lockie McIntyre doing stuff at KO, getting us like people signing a petition to get us over there.
Yeah.
So
and I know the club also apparently sent 2 staff members over there to talk and to suss things out.
I feel confident we will be there.
Look, I think we'll be there. I think we'll be there. But maybe it's NRL's way of punishing us for like saying no this whole time. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
It's not even a Richo anymore. So
yeah,
let us go. The Renos at Leichhardt, I did touch on it. One thing I just wanted to point out because there's been a new video of like what it's going to look like. I didn't see a single big screen, so I just want a big screen. That's literally the only thing I want from this Reno. And
yeah, it's very like
it's a must.
It's very rudimentary, sort of like a fly through though. So it's not showing everything.
Yeah,
like there'll be more added to it. I think there'll be a screen.
There better be.
Like that's pretty much
if
a
we've
must
got a
at any
truck
ground.
with a bad quality screen that you can only see and it's stuck behind a pole.
Yeah, literally the
like-
fucking lime hole.
Like the heart of the jungle can't even see what's going on.
Yeah,
TV.
I have to
we already
yell. Like,
we already can't even see what's on the field.
I have to yell at someone down the bottom. Oh, is that a fucking try lot? All right, you know what my thing is? I go, how long? How long left? Bro, I do that like 8 times and a half. How long left?
And I'm like,
especially when we're up, like I get, how fucking long left?
So the fact that we can't see the field and that we can't see the screen either, but it's too good of a place not to be standing. So.
It makes it it makes it difficult. But you know what? Yeah, if
That's
they can't,
all I want.
if they can't find it, spot for it behind, either end, just do it for the hill. Do it for the people on the hill.
Put it on the top.
Put it on the top of the fucking Latcham Robertson stand.
And it'll. I don't know if that's a common thing to have it in the middle. It's probably not. I don't know if anywhere else has it.
Make it
but
the
it'll
whole,
make Leichhardt even more unique.
What? Make it the length of the stand too. Make it the biggest screen. The biggest screen.
Better than a Cause one.
Yeah, make it bigger than a Cause.
Just at Leichhardt. Yeah, that's pretty much it for within the jungle. One more thing I want to point out: we're still undefeated. No other team has there's a couple teams that haven't lost a regular season game, but they all lost in the preseason. There was only 5 teams I think that were undefeated in the preseason. They've all lost. Most of them lost in round 1. So we are 3 from 3. Technically, we've won 3 in a row. 2 of them are preseason games, so I'm not counting it. But we've won 3 in a row. That's something that we haven't done in 7 years.
That's true. I wonder if that includes preseason.
It did. It doesn't anymore. But if we're talking regular season games, we still haven't done it. But in the preseason, we hadn't won 3 in a row still as well.
Yeah, wow. Okay.
I made sure. I don't know about the trials before it was a preseason challenge necessarily, but in terms of since when the preseason challenge, we also won.
Okay.
So
there you go.
I've been waiting for 3 in a row, and I'm going to do something. I want to plan on doing something, and if you have ideas for what I should do, I'm not cutting my hair until we win 3 in a row because that's Flaxy's thing. But I do want an idea for when we get to that second game, and if we win or lose. If we lose, I'll do something. Drop ideas in the comments below as well if you come up with that. But I really want this 3 in a row to happen this year. I've been waiting.
It's going to happen in New Zealand, round 4.
Yep. Because we've won 2 in a row 17 times since we last won 3 in a row, and we're 0-17 in that third game.
Fuck.
That is mental. That is it's nearly longer than Storm's round 1 streak. That's how big of a deal it is.
That's some real choke shit, eh?
We haven't won a third game in a row on 17 attempts, or it might be 16 or 18, but it's 17 attempts. It's mental, and we need to do it this year because I can't take it anymore. Also, we need to break the Campbelltown curse because I can't take that anymore.
Yeah, we need a win here. Fucking hell.
Now we're looking beyond the jungle. The biggest talking point of the weekend was Alex Johnston scoring his 213th try, breaking Ken Irvine's record.
What a moment, eh?
It was so cool.
We were both lucky enough to be there.
Yeah, I'm so glad we went. I was considering not going, but then I found tickets for pretty cheap. I got $25 and I ended up sitting in the lower bowl. So yes, I bought a kids ticket, and if you don't buy kids tickets, you don't know what you're doing. Because they do not check.
Times are tough out there.
It's half the price. So.
Times are tough.
I did that, and I ran on the field, and I was one of the first earlier ones to do it, because it was right. I'd switch sides at halftime, like I do, like I would back at the Tigers games, and it was so cool. It was I didn't even have a choice. I moved into the aisle to film the try better, and then I was slowly getting pushed down the stairs, and I was like, yeah, all right, we're going. At that point, I was as soon as he crossed, I was like, damn, okay, we're definitely going right now. It wasn't even hesitating. It was just matter of fact getting down the stairs. And it was just so sick.
Yeah, great moment. Yeah, I mean, it was just perfect. I thought it was a perfect night of rugby league. I do find it funny that Wayne Bennett came out and called it disruptive.
Yeah,
I think it was a bit disrespectful to South Sydney fans calling it that, especially when AJ
sitting next to him in the press conference too. By the way,
he was sitting next to him. But not only that, AJ sort of called for it as well.
Yeah.
He encouraged it. And you know what? And I will take back what I said last week, because I said I didn't think it would happen.
Yeah, I didn't.
My mind changed, and I'll tell you the moment my mind changed was after the first try. Yeah. And it was like you could feel the stadium shaking.
roaring.
Yeah, it was you could feel the excitement. That moment was building, and I just knew we're gonna they're gonna do it. 100% it's happening. It just felt like that sort of night. Yeah.
I felt the same way when he scored that first one. I was like, okay, this might be happening. And then when he scored the second one, and I didn't have a choice, I was like, yep, we're walking down. And that's when I knew. And like that night was also a cheat code for views. I had 2 videos. Like my TikTok of warming up did absolute numbers. And like I even had people at the Tigers game going, "Oh, you're the warm up guy," and I was like, "What?" Like it was just such a quick bang video that I didn't think would do like insane numbers. I knew it would do well because it was a relevant topic, but I think the fact that he scored a double helped it, like because everyone was going there for it, but whether or not he actually would score that double was what was.
I think he didn't do it against the Tigers. Is all I
he
say.
wouldn't have been able to. Taruva would have stopped him. Yeah, it was such a cool moment, and I don't think it'll ever be beaten in the next at least 20 years. Like, I think it won't take 60. Everyone's like it'll take another 60. I don't think it will.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either.
But then again, he's still got like 5 more years in him. So he could hit close to 300.
Yeah,
and then maybe then it won't. Like, another thing that came from that game was the visiting team. For the Rabbitohs, I loved that. I thought it was funny.
That was brilliant. They've done it on their socials before.
Yeah.
I don't think they have ever done it at a game before. But yeah, a very nice touch. Keeps that rivalry going.
I think of all games to do it, like if they did it next time, it would have been slightly better because it is like Alex Johnson's moment. It was kind of like not overlooked, but like it took away a little bit of the shine.
I love it.
Really.
I think it's the perfect time to do it, to be honest.
I did think it was cool.
You had your opposition, your most hated fucking opposition fans storm your field. Get one back, you know. Injuries. A couple key injuries in the Newcastle game.
Yeah.
KP, Dylan Brown, both out.
Yeah.
Extended periods of time.
Fletcher Sharp's still out, so they're missing like basically their entire spine.
Yeah, I think they struggle for these next few weeks, which is a shame because they've been playing really good footy.
Yeah.
Really, really good footy. Yeah, it's a shame. I mean, it's always a shame to have that much star power out just of the league.
Yeah.
But from one team, yeah, fuck. It's rough.
Like they won the game, but I don't know if they felt like winners walking out losing half like their biggest names in their side.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I think they struggle like heavily. Like they'll be lucky to win a game over the next 5 weeks.
Yeah, we'll see how they go.
Yeah.
Barnett to Broncos.
Mitch Barnett has signed a 2-year plus I think a 3rd-year player option for the Broncos. It's kind of like a little bit of a what's the word? Carousel roundabout. With Keon going from the Rabbits to the Dragons, Payne-Haas going from the Broncos to the Rabbits, and then Barnett going from the Warriors to the Broncos. It probably stops there because Warriors might struggle to get. Warriors always struggle to get someone to move over and go over there. So it's I don't think Warriors will find a big replacement like a Barnett, but it's big news. Broncos aren't gonna like fall off too much in terms of losing Payne-Haas, even though it is a drop off still. Yeah. Now
I know you've been looking at these cards, mate. You've been wanting to open them. I reckon it's time we pack some cards, eh?
Let's go. All right, so we're going to be packing our pack of cards for the week. I'll let you go first this time because I went first last time.
All right. Oh, fuck, I can't even open this.
Hopefully we get some like a big pull this time because last time we got a bang and a game breaker. A bang is our best card so far. And we've packed one Tiger so far. It was Alex Twal.
All right. First up, Samuel Stone Street from Cronulla. There we go. Got Jalen DeGroot from the Gold Coast. Moses Sully, Dragons. He's a fan favourite. Isabel Kelly from the Roosters.
Have you noticed something about that card?
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. They fucked that up.
Yep.
Is that like make it a rare one, or do they just fuck up?
No, they screwed that up on every single Isabel Kelly card. It's actually pictures of Jess Surgis.
Yeah, I was thinking, what the fuck? That does not look like Isabel Kelly.
I did get an error pull that on this Bang card, for example, the text here looks normal, but I packed a Phoenix Crossland Bang, and I don't know if this is a common thing on every Phoenix Crossland Bang, but his text is doubled. Like his text is like also 0.5 centimeter above it as well. So it's like it is an error code, like an error print. I don't know if that's every Phoenix Crossland or just my one. If it's just my one, holy, that's sick. Well, it's Maud's beer. Okay, now what is the special?
All right. We've got Lindsay Smith.
That's 1 in 8. It's a die cut. So that's our rarest now. It's pretty good. We'll probably pack 4 of those in this box.
All right, we got Josh Kerr.
That's the gold one. Nice.
In the gold. And then we've got Angus Crichton.
My goat.
Dylan Brown. We've got South Sydney Rabbitohs checklist.
And that's it.
And that wraps up that pack.
Okay, let's see if I've pulled something big, because you pulled a 1 in 8. That's decent. Okay. We got Brian Kelly, Valentine Holmes, Jason Taumalolo, Emma Veron. Now this is the special. Fingers crossed we get something good here. It's John Bateman. We got a league heads John Bateman.
For fuck's sake. Put it in the bin.
Shout out Pie Hill and NRL CEO. They know John Bateman. I'm a part of the John Bateman hate club. But yeah, radio. That's now our worst special as well. Zach Lomax gold card. Yeah, another bad player, but sure. So back to these. Hopefully pack a tiger here. Ethan Strange, Dylan Lucas, and Billy Walters, former Tiger. But no Tigers. Looks like you have to come back next week and see if we can pack a bigger pool next week.
What a disappointment.
Yeah, that was a letdown. I waited an hour and a half for that.
All right, huge game at Gosford this weekend. Saturday night, 7:30 p.m. West Tigers take on the South Sydney Rabbitohs. It's an away game for us, home game for them. Look, they've been Rabbitohs have been all right. They've looked good. They looked really good against Dolphins, I thought. Last week, I think the moment got to them. I think there was a lot of excitement when they went into those sheds, and I think they failed to get their heads back in the game. But I thought Roosters were very, very good. Yeah. I thought there was some individual brilliance in the Roosters. But I think Rabbitohs will be a real tough game for us. It'll be a good test to see where we're at. They've obviously got a massive pack, massive forward pack. Some huge players, big name players. Trell Mitt, Cam Murray, Campbell Graham. Yeah. And Jai Gray, he's been killing it.
Keon.
Yeah, Keon. Like they're a team full of stars.
Yeah.
So it's a big ask, but I think we can get the job done.
I'll say that every week anyway.
Yeah, I think we can get the job done. Of course I do. Otherwise, I wouldn't. What's the point of even going? So, yeah. I'll be there. You'll be there.
Yep.
There's a whole bunch of Tigers fans traveling up for it, so should be good. Yeah, very excited. Very excited.
Yeah. Traumatic flashbacks yet again, but the last game we played at Gosford did not go so well. In the Tigers Rabbits, that was maybe the worst experience I've had going to a game, because I was stuck on a train for an hour and a half behind a freight train, and I had to watch it on someone else's phone, just like side-eyeing it while they were watching on KO, because I had no signal. They somehow did. And I get to the ground. 55 minutes have already passed in the game. I've traveled 4.5 hours to get there. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm here now. And then I realized I hadn't even bought my ticket yet. So I bought a ticket at the gate. I paid $30 to get in to watch.
They still charge you $30 at that time.
I paid $30 to get in to watch the last 25 minutes of the game. And in that 25 minutes, we scored one try. But then after that, it was downhill. They scored like 3 tries. They scored 40 points. We had a sin bin. I think Luke Lilly dropped 2 balls. It was dreadful. And then I had a sad 3-hour train ride home. Like it was quite depressing, that game.
All right, don't bring that fucking negative energy.
But no, I'm gonna get there
Saturday.
on time this time.
Don't bring that bad luck.
I'm gonna get there on time this time, and we're gonna get to that 2 wins in a row, and then take it to New Zealand to try and win that 3 in a row.
I'm keen. Look, there's not a huge amount to say about this game. Obviously, it's pretty much an unchanged lineup from last week. The only difference, obviously, Taylor May is out. Jarrell Skelton moves into that centre position, but I'm not too sure if that will be the final lineup. You want a really good defender. Not saying Jarrell can't defend, but he's probably more a natural winger.
Winger defender, yeah.
And we have Patrick Herbert on the extended bench, so I could see him possibly coming into the game if that edge gets caught out.
I'd hope so.
Look, I think realistically, there's obviously all West Tigers haters would be out there saying last week was, it's just because Cowboys are shit. We're a nothing club still. We're this, we're that. And I think use that this week, Tigers. Use that and go out there and prove to everyone that we're fucking here and we mean business this year. So it's a great opportunity to do that. But yeah, it's gonna be tough. Rabbitohs are a good team.
One thing I noticed, still no Bunty.
Extended reserves though.
Yeah, so I thought he would slot back into the team, but I'm surprised he hasn't.
He was a bit quiet in his
was he?
In his cup game? Yeah, a little bit quiet. But that's all right. There's time.
Yeah,
seasons are a long season. So
yeah.
But yeah, look, I think it'll be a good game. I think it will be a competitive game. And yeah,
a real test for us this time.
I really hope we come away with that fucking dub, because New Zealand have been fucking killing it, and I'm a bit scared about going over there to verse them.
Yeah. Any game that I travel a distance to, I want to win them. I want to win them even more. Because you want to make that trip worth it. So fingers crossed we can get the job done.
All right, Roarcast for this week, round 3 against the South Sydney Rabbitohs. Look, first of all, you got pretty close last week.
Yeah,
with your predictions.
I was chasing that score when Cowboys started coming back, because I said 40-22, and at one point it was 34-16, and I was like, if both teams score a converted try, I've nailed it. But then we scored 44, and I was like, you know what? Now I want 50, and we didn't get that. But and then I also said Dewey for man of the match. He played really well. And I said Kai Pierce-Paul would score a try on his club debut, and he scored a double. So I smashed it last week.
Yeah, I thought you did. My boy Matty didn't go over, but there's this week. So
yep. And you weren't far off on your score either.
No, I was
34-6,
34-8. I said
34-8. So yeah, you predicted a thumping. So did I, and we thumped it. So.
Yeah. I think this week, I think it will be a tighter game. Obviously, I'm going to go ask for the win. I think we win. I'm going to go 26. Oh, no. You know what? I'm going to go 24-22.
I think we win 28-22.
Okay.
I think we score a try near the end. Not at the end, but like 70-something minute, 75th.
I think we might score one and convert to win it.
Yeah.
Towards the end. I think it'll go down to the wire. Man of the match, I think this man will keep soaring on that Dally M leaderboard to start off the year, and I think Jerome Luai will lead us to victory.
I'm going to go Terrell May at man of the match. I think he's going to pick up his workload again and just lead from the front all game.
Any bold predictions?
Do you have any? Because I haven't got one.
Yeah, I'm going to go a bold prediction. Let's go Jerome Luai to score again. Back-to-back games. It took him so long to score last year.
Yeah.
And I think
25 rounds.
I think he might trick that defense and go over again.
I could see it. The only thing that's coming to my mind is I have a weird feeling Twil's going to score. That's my bold prediction. I think if 12 scores this week, I deserve a medal or something because holy, yeah.
Put a bet on.
Imagine.
It would be huge. Guys, thank you so much for joining us once again. Look, it's been a lot of fun. This has been a longer episode. I mean, right now at this moment, I haven't edited it yet, so we'll see how long it goes. But it feels like a longer episode.
Yeah.
So thanks for sticking around. If you're still here with us, this weekend, if you're coming to Gosford, I do have to mention the Ambush is having an event. I'll find out the name real quick for you, but so they'll be doing a bit of a podcast chat. They've invited me onto the stage to talk. That kicks off at 4:30 p.m. So 3 hours before kickoff. I believe it is at the Drifters Wharf in Gosford. Drifters Wharf. So come along, say g'day. There'll be plenty of people there, plenty of Tiger supporters. But yeah, come have a feed, come have a beer, and it should be a good event. Heart of the Jungle tees, pre-orders, the restock pre-orders.
Make sure you get them.
They're on sale now on the Speak Free website, speakfree.com.au. And there's more merch coming soon too.
Oof.
Let's go.
I've seen it. It's pretty good.
All right, that's it, Frey.
I do want to point out the Fanatics Cup. Myself and Mort, we always compete for the Fanatics Cup. It's tied 1-1 over the last 2 years. So fingers crossed the Tigers can get the dub so I can hit the lead again. Pack out the away bay. Is that where we'll be?
Yep.
The away bay. I want to see that packed to the brim. Get to Gosford if you can, if you have the weekend off, and pack out the Heart of the Jungle.
Let's go, baby. Close out.